Coming up on Mountain News this morning, law enforcement officers in our region continue their war on drugs with some help from members of the community. And the Commonwealth seems to be on the right track as we see a dip in positive cases in the fight against COVID-19.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It is almost 5 o'clock here on this Tuesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Let's take it over to Brandon for a look of our forecast. Another calm morning in sight, and I don't think anyone saw snow yet this morning. Or
nope.
Good.
I think we're okay.
Good.
I think we're okay at this point, but it was a little bit snow-filled for a little bit yesterday morning, but today, clear skies and cold temperatures. Let's take a look this morning. Teens and 20s out there once again. Irvin's at 16 this morning, so is Monticello. And we have 19 in Jacksboro, 16 in Jonesville this morning there. And again, most other locations are in the 20s. Looks like Wise and Williamsburg tied for the warmest spot this morning at 27. Grab all the coffee. You're going to need it today because it is going to be another beautiful day, but another cold start to the day. As we head into the breakfast forecast, temperatures will climb quickly after the sun comes up. I think we'll rise or climb about, let's say 5 degrees there between 7 and 8 as we see the possibility for a quick update there when it comes to the sun coming up when it comes to those temperatures. I'll have the latest forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. For more than 10 years, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office has enforced its war on drugs. Public Affairs Deputy Gilbert Achardo says the operation has benefited Laurel County immensely. He adds that through the years, the office has involved the community in their fight against drugs via social media, and they have also relied on the help of their K-9 unit.
We've determined long ago that drugs are the root or at the root of most of the crimes that we have in the area. Most of your traffic fatalities, most of your burglaries and thefts, people are supporting their habit. So if we make a dent in the drug issues in Laurel County, then we're making a dent in all the crimes in Laurel County.
To keep up with the Sheriff's Office War on Drugs operation, you can visit the Laurel County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. Well, the USDA has confirmed the presence of a highly pathogenic avian influenza here in Kentucky. The last time avian flu was detected in Kentucky was in 2017, but that was the less contagious strand. Now, Dr. Katie Flynn, the Kentucky State veterinarian, says the outbreak does not pose a food safety risk to humans as long as your food is cooked properly. Still, she says there is a risk for people with chickens of their own.
So if your poultry, your backyard chicken, goes out and has interactions with wild birds, there's a potential for spread of that virus. So everyone has to make sure that their birds are protected.
A team of Kentucky, Tennessee, and federal agricultural officials have created a 10-kilometer quarantine zone around a farm in Fulton County to prevent the spread of the virus. Both COVID-19 case numbers and the positivity rate continue to go down here in the Commonwealth, but the state reported 1,907 new cases yesterday. That brings our case total to more than 1,240,000. There were 32 new deaths as well, putting the Commonwealth's death toll at more than 13,400. The positivity rate is just below 18%, down significantly in the last few weeks. Governor Andy Beshear is hopeful as COVID-19 cases continue to decrease here in Kentucky. Weekly cases made last week is the 6th highest case burden the Commonwealth has faced. Despite that, Governor Beshear says the trends are looking good. He says if the positive trends continue, the Commonwealth could move out of the red zone and into the orange or yellow by the middle of March. And this morning, lawmakers will hear testimony for a bill that would prohibit public schools and colleges from requiring masks. One of the bill's co-sponsors says it's time to cut what he calls the COVID cord and adds he believes the mask requirements are, quote, akin to child abuse. Now, House Bill 51 will put the decision in the parents' hands and prohibit public schools and colleges from mandating them. The bill would not ban masks from being worn at schools, just the enforcement from the districts. You can always find the latest COVID-19 information on our website at WYMT.com. Well, yesterday we had the chance to talk with Attorney General Daniel Cameron. One topic discussed is the high power bills many of us across Eastern Kentucky are seeing. The AG says his office has heard concerns and explained how the fuel adjustment clause kicks in when energy costs fluctuate.
Try to articulate and convey to the Public Service Commission how important it is to, try to make sure that we can get that fuel adjustment clause in some way restrained so that, folks aren't having to bear the brunt.
Well, the AG says his office will continue to communicate with the Public Service Commission. He says his office has saved Kentuckians nearly $260 million in utility rate increases. Well, the cost of living is going up. You have probably noticed one of the biggest hits is at the gas pump. A gallon of gas is nearly $1 more than this time last year. Travel experts say the cost of crude of oil has gone up, which is why we are seeing higher prices at the pump. Lori Weaver Hawkins with the AAA Bluegrass explains where people are on the road, driving up demand for oil. She also says what is happening internationally is also having an impact.
Current situation with Russia and the Ukraine is playing into what we're seeing with crude oil prices going up.
Experts say it is not clear how long gas prices will increase, but they say we can expect higher prices as long as crude oil remains in short supply and in high demand. Experts also recommend checking your tire pressure and carrying lighter loads in your car. Well, thank you so much for getting your Tuesday morning started with us here on Mountain News This Morning. When we come back, a spacecraft full of cargo is on its way to the International Space Station to deliver some supplies. That's on the way.
And some nice weather is on the way here at home for the next couple of days, but some big changes are coming. I'll tell you about them in about 3 minutes.
If you